Kamala Harris knows she's losing right now. That's why she's doing a lot of kind of weird, out-of-the-box stuff. It's also why her allies are doing everything that they can right now to help her win. Remember the 60 Minutes interview between, 60 Minutes and Kamala Harris? And remember how bad it was for her? Well, it turns out, and this came out a week or so ago, that interview was completely edited and spliced up to make Kamala Harris look even better, which is hard to believe because it didn't really look that good to begin with. And 60 Minutes fully edited all of it. They did this because they know she's losing, guys. 60 Minutes, CBS, knows that she is totally, the momentum is not with her, it's with Donald Trump, and so they edited the video to make her look better, and they denied doing it when the video came out. Again, I don't know how you deny something like this because I posted it on my channel like last week sometime of the first video that they put out and then the real version of the unedited video. We have video evidence of it. And today, CBS came out with a short statement about these accusations, and they literally admit that they did in fact edit it in the statement, despite also saying they didn't do it. So I'm going to read the statement for you, and I'll show you how absolutely corrupt and ridiculous it is. This is what they said, and it's a short statement. They said, quote, this is literally how it starts. Former President Donald Trump is accusing 60 Minutes of deceitfully editing our October 7th interview with Vice President Kamala Harris. That is false. Okay, so they've said it's false. Fair enough. Let's see the evidence. This is what they say. 60 Minutes gave an excerpt of our interview to Face the Nation that used a longer section of her answer than that on 60 Minutes. Same question, same answer, but a different portion of the response. So they started off the statement by saying they didn't edit it, and then right after that, they said, oh, by the way, we did edit it, and then put a different version out on Face the Nation. That's literally what they said. This is one of the biggest media organizations in the world, and they think that you're stupid. Or maybe they're stupid. I don't think they're stupid personally. I think they think you're stupid because they literally edited it and then told you they didn't edit it. This is how they finished the statement. They said, when we edit any interview, well, I thought you didn't edit it. Anyway, they say, when we edit any interview, whether a politician, an athlete, or movie star, we strive to be clear, accurate, and on point. The portion of her answer on 60 Minutes was more succinct. Okay, which allows time for other subjects in a wide-ranging 21-minute long segment. Remember, Mr. Trump pulled out of his interview with 60 Minutes and the vice president participated. Our long-standing invitation to former President Trump remains open. So think about how this statement by CBS, if you want to see media corruption, look at this. Think about how it started and ended. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. Let me go back. This is how it started. I'll just read the first sentence. Again, first words. Former President Donald Trump. Those are the first few minutes of their statement. Former President Donald Trump is accusing 60 Minutes of deceitfully editing our interview. It ends with, of course, remember, President Trump pulled out of the interview. How would they look? How is this a real news organization? I mean, seriously, they're so overt with their bias and their corruption. It used to be, by the way, that they would hide this stuff. I mean, we all remember they used to hide this stuff a little bit better, but their hate for Trump rivals their desire to appear objective. It really does. It's TDS, guys. It is Trump derangement syndrome. I talked to so many of my friends about this. It's a real thing. Like, this is a real cognitive disease. It looks like it infects individuals' minds, but also organizations. Because, again, think about the incentives here. This media organization wants to appear objective. We know they're not. We know anyone with a brain knows CBS is not objective, but they want to appear that way. And right here, they're just letting the cat out of the bag. They don't even care. Again, their hate has blinded them from their actual objective. Not that their objective was good to begin with, but they're not even staying true to their incentives because they hate Donald Trump just that much. They cannot talk about this scandal that they actually participated in. And not just Trump, by the way. Trump was not the only one that was accusing them of this. This was many, many people from the right to the left were like, probably don't do that. I mean, Kamala Harris has already been accused of word salading. Maybe don't edit out the word salads. And they cannot talk about this sort of a scandal without invoking Trump's name to start and end the piece. This is why people like me say the media and the Democrat Party are just one. They're just one and the same, guys. When Kamala Harris was interviewed by Bret Baier, what was her response? Does anyone remember what her response was to every single question? Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. What is CBS's response when they're involved in some sort of scandal? Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. It's his fault for everything. They're the same organization. You can see it as clear as day. Well, guys, it's fall, and whether you're putting away your summer clothes or getting out those fall decorations, there's a product called Smart Labels that your future self is going to love you for buying. I don't take on sponsors lightly, guys. I love Smart Labels. Me and my wife use them a lot. They're fantastic. Here's how it works. You buy Smart Labels, QR codes on Amazon, and you stick them on your storage bins. Then you download the Smart Labels app, you scan that QR code that you put on your bin, and now you can catalog all the stuff in that bin with a name, a description, and a picture. So then later, months down the road, when you want to get that thing out again, instead of having to rifle through those bins, you can simply go into your app, search the thing in the app. It will tell you exactly what bin it's in, where that bin is located, because it tells you to take a picture of it. And again, you can just search it in the app. It's fantastic. People are calling it organizing magic, guys. So if you want to get organized, you need to check out Smart Labels. You can just simply go online on Amazon.com, get Smart Labels. Again, it's one word there, Smart Labels. Get started with your Smart Labels today. Jon Stewart, who is a lib and wants Democrats to win, by the way, sees what we all see about the Harris-Walz campaign, which is that it is a burning dumpster fire, and it's in decline big time. Watch what he said to Tim Walz about how stupid they're being.
The Cheney thing, do we really have to do that?
Look, it goes broader than that. Look, Bernie Sanders, Dick Cheney, Taylor Swift.
No.
That one. Oh, the shooting?
No.
Having the Cheneys on board?
Nah, you can't Dick Cheney or Taylor Swift. No.
We're a big tent.
What country did Taylor Swift get us to invade? No.
Yeah. No, don't you think, though, that, and I do this, I believe this, there is still a core group of folks out there, your point being, and not joke, the don't tread on me, the Reagan piece of this, the libertarian piece, but the constitutional piece,
yes.
There are a lot of people out there. I think Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney give permission to those folks who want to find a reason to do the right thing. It doesn't mean they agree with us. We're not going to take their foreign policy decisions and discussions, and implement those. We're going to take their
promise?
Yes, promise.
If Donald Trump got Dick Cheney's endorsement or Liz Cheney's endorsement, I think he would decline it. I don't think he would accept it. And he should decline it, by the way. He should not accept an endorsement from Dick Cheney or anyone like that. We do not, and here's the reason why. We don't live in an era anymore where the average American likes warmongers. We don't like it. We don't like war. There's a thing of the past. The early 2000s sucked for that reason. And by the way, that's on Republicans. It's on Dick Cheney. We don't live in that era. So for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, not just to accept the endorsement. It's one thing to have someone come out and be like, yeah, I'm going to vote for him and I think you should too, and be like, oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. No. Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney are surrogates for Kamala Harris. They are out there campaigning for Kamala Harris. So it's not just accepting it, it is flaunting it. It's a huge mistake for Kamala Harris. You can't flaunt that stuff. You can tell that they're just taking the spaghetti because of the fact that their campaign is in total decline right now. They're just taking spaghetti and throwing it on the wall, and they're just seeing what sticks. They know the momentum is not with them, so they just chuck Dick Cheney on the wall, and they see if that'll help. And it turns out it's not helping. It is not helping. Because guess what? People my age, they don't even know who Dick Cheney is if they're not politically active. So that doesn't help you there. And anyone older than me knows who Dick Cheney is, and it's not a good thing. There's no one out there like, oh yeah, I wasn't going to vote for Kamala Harris, but now that guy who wanted all those wars and invaded countries is voting for her, yeah, that's what I want. It's a massive, massive misstep from Democrats, but what do you expect right now when you see the massive decline that the Harris-Walz campaign is in? Did you guys have the opportunity to see Am I Racist in theaters? It was one of my favorite movies of the year. Well, if you didn't see it, luckily it's going on to Daily Wire Plus on October 28th, and with my code and the link in the description below, you'll get 35% off. That code is DEI, but you got to go to that link in the description below. It supports my channel. It means that you get all of Daily Wire Plus's stuff for 35% off. Not just Am I Racist, but What is a Woman? All of Jordan Peterson's amazing stuff. Definitely go check it out today, guys. Again, the link and the code is in the description below. You'll get 35% off. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.